If Excel keeps changing your pasted data, you're not imagining it. You paste a list, and suddenly dates turn into numbers, leading zeros disappear, and long IDs show up in scientific notation. The fix is not one magic button. It's having a small set of paste moves that match what you're trying to preserve. In the next few minutes, you'll build that toolkit. First, you'll learn why Excel auto-formats in the first place. Then you'll use 3 reliable paste methods that avoid formatting surprises. After that, you'll handle the tricky cases: dates, phone numbers, product codes, and values that look like formulas. Finally, you'll lock in habits that make your pastes consistent across files and teams. The goal is simple. When you paste, you control what comes across: values, formatting, or both, and you stop losing time fixing mystery changes after the fact. Next step. To control paste, it helps to know what Excel is trying to do. Excel stores values and formatting separately. A cell can contain a number, and separately it can have a date format, a currency format, or a custom format. When you paste, Excel has to decide what to bring over: the raw value, the look, formulas, and even column widths. Auto-formatting problems usually happen because Excel guesses the data type based on what you paste. If something looks like a date, Excel tries to convert it to a date serial number. If something looks like a big number, Excel may display it in scientific notation. If something looks like a formula, Excel may evaluate it. So the change is often a conversion plus a display format. Once you see that, the strategy becomes clear. Decide what you want to preserve, meaning appearance or both, and paste using the option that matches that goal. Next step. Let's start with the most useful default move: paste values only. This keeps the result, not the formula, and it drops most formatting from the source. It's the fastest way to avoid bringing in weird fonts, borders, and number formats that don't match your sheet. It also prevents formulas from shifting references when they land in a new location. But paste values has a limit. If Excel already converted the value during the paste, you still get the converted result. For example, a long ID copied as a number may still appear in scientific notation unless the destination is formatted as text first. So think of paste values as keep the content, not the styling. It's ideal when you're consolidating reports, cleaning exports, or pasting results from formulas. If you want consistency, make paste values your default, then handle special data types with a second step. Next step. The second core move is paste special, values and number formats. This is the sweet spot when you want the numbers to look right without importing the entire style of the source. You keep the value and you keep the number format like percent, currency, decimals, or a custom pattern. But you avoid bringing in things like fill colors, borders, and conditional formatting that can wreck your layout.
This option is especially helpful when you paste calculated results that must keep their decimal places.
It also helps with dates, because a date is really a number with a date format. If you paste values only, the date may still be a date, but it might display differently. Values and number formats keeps the intended display. Just remember, it copies number formats, not column widths or cell styling, so it keeps your sheet clean while preserving meaning. Next step. The third move is paste without formatting, sometimes called match destination formatting. This is what you use when your destination sheet has a specific look, and you want pasted data to adopt that look automatically. You're basically saying, use my sheet's formatting rules, not the source's. It's perfect for dashboards, templates, and standardized trackers. You paste, and the data inherits the destination font, borders, and number formats already set up. But there's a catch. If the destination cells are formatted as text, your paste will stay text, which is great for IDs and codes, but not for calculations. If the destination is formatted as dates, Excel will try to interpret what you paste as dates. So this method is powerful, but it depends on your destination formatting being correct. The best practice is to format the destination range first, then paste to match it. Next step. Now let's handle the most common pain point: leading zeros. Think zip codes, employee IDs, and SKU codes. Excel treats them like numbers, and numbers don't keep leading zeros. The fix is to store them as text. The most reliable approach is to format the destination cells as text before you paste. That tells Excel, do not interpret this. Another quick trick is to add a single apostrophe before the value, which forces text, but it's annoying at scale. You can also use a custom number format like 00000 for fixed length codes, but that's only a display trick, and the underlying value is still numeric. For IDs, text is usually safer. The key is doing it before the paste. After Excel strips zeros, you can't truly recover them unless you know the intended length. So for leading zeros, prevention beats cleanup every time. Next step. Next up, dates that flip formats or turn into strange numbers. Excel dates are serial numbers with a date display format. When you paste, Excel may convert a text date into a real date, or it may misread it depending on the pattern. For example, 0304 can be March 4th or April 3rd. If you need the date to remain exactly as written, store it as text and paste into text-formatted cells. If you need it to behave like a date for sorting and calculations, then you want a real Excel date, but you also want consistent display. That's where values and number formats helps. Also consider using an unambiguous date format like YYYMMDD in your source systems. It reduces misinterpretation. The big takeaway is to decide, do you want a date value or do you want a date string? Excel handles those very differently. Next step. Another classic issue is scientific notation. You paste a long number like a credit card token, a tracking number, or a 16-digit ID, and Excel shows 1.23e plus 15. Worse, Excel may round it because it only keeps about 15 digits of precision for numbers. That means the value can actually change, not just the display. If the number is an identifier, it should not be stored as a number at all. It should be text. So again, pre-format the destination range as text, then paste values. If the data is already damaged, you may not be able to restore the original digits. For identifiers, treat them as strings from the start. If you truly need large numeric precision, Excel is not designed for it. But for most cases, the fix is simple. Text format first, then paste. Next step. Let's talk about formulas, because paste can change meaning in subtle ways. If you copy a formula and paste normally, Excel adjusts relative references. That's often helpful, but sometimes it breaks your logic. If you want the final results only, paste values. If you want the formula exactly as written, you can paste formulas, but you may need to use absolute references first, like locking with $signs. Another surprise is when you paste something that starts with an equal sign. Excel treats it as a formula, not text. If you're pasting things like equals ABC-123 as a code, it will error or calculate. The fix is to paste into text-formatted cells, or prefix with an apostrophe. So the rule is formulas are great when you want Excel to compute. If you want literal strings, force text before the paste. Next step. Sometimes the problem isn't the cells, it's the clipboard source. Data copied from web pages, PDFs, or other apps can carry hidden formatting, non-breaking spaces, and odd characters. That's when paste as plain text becomes your cleanup step. A reliable workflow is to paste into a neutral place first, like a plain text editor. Then copy again into Excel. That strips most styling and weird characters. If you need a pure Excel method, paste values helps, but it won't remove hidden characters inside the text. Those can break lookups and comparisons. If you notice mismatches, you may need to clean the text after pasting using trimming and character cleanup functions. The key point is that formatting issues and character issues look similar, but they are different problems. Fix formatting with paste options. Fix hidden characters with a cleaning step. Next step. Here's a practical decision tree you can use every time. First question. Do you want the destination to control the look? If yes, use match destination formatting and make sure the destination cells are pre-formatted correctly. If no, second question. Do you need formulas to come across? If yes, paste formulas and check relative versus absolute references. If no, third question. Do you need number formats like currency, percent, or date display? If yes, use values and number formats. If no, use values only. Then apply one special rule. If the data is an identifier, like a code, phone number, or long ID, pre-format as text before you paste. This tiny checklist prevents most paste disasters. It also helps you explain your process to coworkers, so everyone gets consistent results instead of, "It worked on my file." Next step. If you want this to work every time, build it into your templates. Set the correct formats in the input area before anyone pastes. Make ID columns text. Make date columns a clear date format. Set decimals and currency where needed. Then protect your layout by using consistent destination formatting and relying on match destination formatting for pastes. Another habit is to create a small staging sheet. Paste raw data there using values. Clean it, then move it into your final tables. This reduces the risk of breaking formulas and formatting in your report. Also, be careful with merged cells and filtered ranges, because pasting into them can misalign data. The goal is not to fight Excel each time. It's to set up a predictable landing zone so paste becomes boring and reliable. Next step. Let's wrap it up with the core idea. Excel isn't randomly changing your paste. It's interpreting what you give it and mixing value rules with formatting rules. Once you separate those, you regain control. Use paste values when you want clean content. Use values and number formats when the display matters but styling should not come along. Use match destination formatting when your sheet's template should win. And for the high-risk categories, leading zeros, long IDs, and anything that must stay exactly as typed, format the destination as text before you paste. That one step prevents most irreversible damage. If you want a single habit, it's this. Decide what you want to preserve, then pick the paste option on purpose. If you found this useful, subscribe for more practical Excel workflows, and leave a comment with your biggest paste problem. Dates or leading zeros. Subscribe to keep optimizing your workflow and get back more of your time.